It is with great humility and excitement that I accept the Anne Keegan Award for Excellence in Writing about the Common Man. I am thrilled and beyond honored to have been selected for this prestigious award. Anne Keegan was known for fighting for people who needed help and for using her writing to spotlight the ordinary people who showed that they were actually extraordinary by serving others. These were people who didn't seek fame or rewards, but who wanted to shape their communities and the world around them. Like Anne Keegan, I tried to use my pen and my platform to elevate people. Ordinary people like Francine Washington and Yusef Hassan, two former Chicago public housing residents who for decades helped organize and plan reunions for their former neighbors and friends who they grew up with. So every summer they would gather with hundreds of other former public housing residents who moved on from those demolished complexes but who maintained a sense of community with each other. I tried to tell stories about women like Queen Mother Helen Sinclair, a former prison chaplain who at 99 years old showed no sign of slowing down. And so on every Sunday, Sinclair would visit different prisons in the state to minister to inmates, preach the word of God to them, but mostly to let them know that they were important, their lives mattered, and that they were valued. I wrote about people like Valletta Bell, a Southside resident who simply wrapped herself in a fur coat every winter in honor of her sassy and accomplished aunt who passed that coat down to her. With that very simple gesture, just putting on a coat, Bell continued a special and unique ritual among Black women that celebrated glamour, fashion, and hard-earned material success. I say their names tonight because they are important and because their stories serve as a light for all of us who are ordinary but who are determined to leave an extraordinary mark on the world around us. I don't need to tell you that journalism is currently in crisis. Newsrooms are shrinking as advertising revenue has disappeared. At the same time, the demand and the appetite for news has increased, and that has meant that reporters and writers are working harder and harder. Many are working longer hours for less money and juggling multiple assignments. They are laboring in dangerous environments, getting the work done and delivering news to us even during a global pandemic. Sometimes it seems like there is less time writing and less space to write about the common man. But I think this is when it is even more important. It is in times like these that we turn to stories about common men, about ordinary but extraordinary people. We look for their stories so that we can see that we can make it, that we can survive, and that we can use our gifts and talents to lift each other up. I'm so very proud to be honored and to follow in the footsteps of other writers who have gotten this award. People like Colleen Mastany, Heidi Stevens, Kim Jansen, Maureen O'Donnell, Sharon Cohen, Howard Reich, Vicki Ortiz-Healy, and so many others who have shaped how I approached my own writing and who served as an inspiration to me. I want to thank the selection committee for choosing me and the family of Anne Keegan, who has labored and worked so hard to keep her mission alive and her legacy intact. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge my colleagues and friends who have long supported my work. Darlene Glanton, Phil Jurek, Diana Wallace, Bob Getz, Joe Bisk, Marsha Lithcott, Mary Schmeek, Angela Rosaz, and so many others who challenged me to get better, to go deeper, and to always keep writing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this award and for this acknowledgement. It means so, so very much to me. Good night.